Well, hello everybody. Sunday Adelaja here. Omonike, good evening. Adeleke. Darlene, evening. Pastor Chris, good evening. Rochelle White, Eric Lindo, T.Y., good evening. Gregory, good evening. Danielle Asenga, evening. Pearl David, Pastor Chris, thank you. Mashu Esong, Isaac Ameyan, Abikosh, Stella Nuru, Michael Lopez, Fumi Jaboda, Ekunsame. Ekunsame said he's going to share this particular topic very fast. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting session. Pearl David, Nikki, Christian, Diju, Dulaja, Justin, Mayo, Gift, Amos. Well, welcome everyone. And let's start to go and share the link. And I want to use this opportunity to thank every one of you for your prayer support. In the morning. It was a long day, long and demanding, tiring, whatever you want to say. But unfortunately, it never ended today. They didn't conclude the court today. It was postponed. So the court today was postponed till 10th of January. So that will be happening after immediately after the HMT in January. I have HMT coming up in January, from January 2nd to January 6th. For those of you who are really anxious to visit HMT or to come to HMT. So let's share this message now. And I again want to express my gratitude and appreciation for your prayers, for all your support and for all your love. And you need to keep on praying for me, because I don't intend to stay in that court for too long anymore. So I'm believing God that either this year, or like it's not happening this year now. I was believing God for this year, but maybe we have to believe God for early next year that everything will be over with the court, and then we'll be ready to go. So yes, just keep on praying for us, because then it will be, the next stage will be Nigeria after that, if God helps us to end that challenge on time. Okay, if you have shared the link, the message of today is: don't treat your husband same way you would treat a woman. Don't respond to your husband the same way you respond to a woman. Don't respond to your husband same way you respond to a woman. Like, even the same way you respond to yourself. Don't even treat your husband the same way you will expect to be treated as a lady. Now remember, this week I'm talking to ladies only. I'm talking to women, ladies, and my word today is don't, sometimes we say, and there's a saying that says, even the Bible says that, treat others the way you like to be treated, right? And relate to others the way you like them to do to you. Do to others the way you want them to do to you. But when it comes to man-woman relationship, I understand that concept. I understand the whole concept of love, but that is about love. But when it comes to responses, girls, you need to listen today. Today, you really need to listen to some of the very interesting things that you will find very fascinating because it's not the same response that a man is expecting, same as a woman is expecting. Now, you as a woman and as a lady, you expect to be treated in a certain way when you are going through a certain situation. So what I'm going to do today, let me explain to you what I'm going to do today. What I'm going to do today is, I'm planning to do today is, I'm going to mention a particular situation that we all go through, right? That both men and women go through. And I'm going to tell you what is the natural response of a lady when she's going through a situation like that, and what is the response that a man is expecting at a time like that. You will be shocked, you will be surprised that the responses and the expectation of the man from the wife is absolutely different from the response the wife is expecting, or from what the wife would naturally have liked to do. So I'm going to be very concrete today. I'm going to be very particular. I want to make it very practical. I want to take a situation and tell you how you would have responded as a lady, and where you could be wrong if you respond like that, and how indeed a man would have liked to, you to respond. So we are different. But I'm not going to be talking about differences between men and women this time, but I'm going to be talking about responses, because you are living with him or you are living with her. Since you are living with her and with him, and you are living with each other, husband and wife, you must know the right responses to different situations. To the same situation, but different responses for both the man and the woman. But if you are not told and if you are not prepared, you will always be confused about your husband. Now, you remember we're talking to the ladies this week. So this whole week, I'm addressing the women, even though the men could learn as well, because I'm going to be making comparison. But today's topic is going to be wow, because I'm going to, like I said, so let's look at, maybe I'm going to talk about 5-6 situations, life situations that you will have to deal with, and that we actually deal with on a regular basis. And let's see how a woman will respond naturally and how a man will expect her to respond. And what are the expectations of the woman and what are the expectations of the man. And so the topic of today is, don't respond to your husband. Don't respond to your husband the same way that you expect him to respond to you. Don't respond to your husband the same way you as a lady will respond to other ladies, or the same way you actually like to respond in the first place. So, number one situation. What happens when challenges come to the family? How do you respond when a man runs into a problem? He has problem in the family, or in his life, or in his work, or just problems. During problem, crisis, difficulties. So what happens? How does how does a wife respond to her husband when he is troubled, when he is worried, when he is having problems, and when he's troubled and he is worried? How should a wife respond? What is the right response of a woman? If you see that your husband is feeling bad, what do you do as a wife? So that's the first situation. That is the first master class. That is the first ideal situation. Now, let me first of all tell you how a lady will normally expect to be treated. When a lady is feeling bad, or when a lady is facing some challenges and problems, and what does she expect from her husband? What is she looking forward to from her husband? Now, a lady will expect the husband to see that she's feeling bad, and she will expect him to come close to her and just express apathy and be pathetic and to be pathetic towards her, and just understand her what situation and just love on her, and maybe give her some encouragement and and fondle her, and comfort her, and just speak some good words of support, encourage her, and be empathetic towards her, and just encourage her and comfort her. But she needs mostly comfort. She needs mostly comfort and sympathy. So a lady needs sympathy, comfort, and words of encouragement, and caressing, and just fondling, caressing, and just being there, hugging her, holding on to her, and just supporting her, because the weight of that problem is on her emotionally. The weight of that problem is on her emotionally. So that is that is like petting her and letting her really feel good. Now, so what do you do to a man? If you go, as a woman, and if he's feeling bad, if he comes back from work, or anyhow, and things are bad, he's feeling really bad, and he has some crises and challenges, and you come and you want to be comforting him and try to be pathetic and sympathetic towards him and speak some nice words, you know what he will do? Most men will do this. Come on, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Come on, get out of here. Just leave me alone. Come, leave. The more you try to express that kind of support to a man, the more you miss it. You just totally miss the point. With the man, you miss the point. If he could control himself, he might hold on to it. He might be quiet. He might not be responding, but most likely he's burning inside. He's like boiling inside. He's just praying that you will stop. You will finish on time. You finish all your pathetic words. And just leave. Just leave me alone. Get out of here. I might not say it like that, of course. I don't expect a gentleman to talk like that. But he might enjoy it and really try to hold on, and because he knows that you are supporting her. I mean, you are trying to support him. But really, that is not the right response to a man. So don't treat your husband like you would treat another woman. Don't treat your husband like you treat another woman, especially when he is in this particular situation, when he is facing some crisis, when he's having challenges, when he's having problems, or when he's just feeling bad. So what do we do then? So what does a lady do? What do you do then as a lady? One, don't ever try to sympathize with him. Don't ever try and be pitying him. A man doesn't need pity. A man doesn't need sympathy. A man doesn't want you to be pitying him, all right? A man doesn't want him to be coming and pitying him and, be telling him and some kind words and those words are just irritating him at that particular point. Yeah, somebody said pray. Yes, pray is a good answer. Is not a bad one. But you don't come and lay hands on him and be praying for him. If you want to pray, make you go to your room and pray. Just go somewhere and begin to pray over there. But don't go and be saying, okay, let me pray for you, and you begin to lay hands on him, or you tell him, lay down, let's pray. And try to be a gentleman and pray with you, but you go pray for him by yourself. That's what he's thinking. But really, so don't begin to show sympathy and pity. A man doesn't need a pity. It just irritates him. Now, and then number two, the lady. Sorry for that. So sorry for the bad connection. Sorry for that. Now, like I was saying, when a lady is feeling really bad, right? And she's really down, you need to touch her. It's really good for a woman when she's feeling bad that you go and touch her or hug her or cuddle her or fondle her or, just try to, pet her or, just try to comfort her by touching her. That is really important for a woman. Now, especially when you are the husband. But when a man is feeling bad like that, there was a time that we were watching. You remember that program that we were watching when the men were going to have so many children outside, and the lady Inyala or something, Inyala or whatever, she was, at a point the man was feeling bad and he was almost crying. Then she said, "Come, let me give you a hug." And the man was just resisting it. He knew he was at the camera, and and she was trying to support him, and but he stood up, and she was trying to hug him and hug him like that. Men, she could respond like that because he knows what you are trying to do. You are trying to support him, but really for the men, that's not the best thing to do at that particular point. You don't try to caress him and hug him. But the woman needs to be caressed at that point. But especially when you are a woman, you want to go and do that. That is not the point. A man wants the caressing or hugging or all that when he's relaxed more than when he's really feeling bad. Maybe another man could go and do that. Yes, for another man is better. But for the woman to try to hug him and do that, that is not the best advice you want to give to your husband when he's feeling bad, when it's really under pressure. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to touch him right now. Or you might sit around him, but you don't need to hug him and be trying to embrace him and all that. You just want to maybe sit down with him and support him and maybe pray with him or something like that. But so apart from prayer, what else does a man expect when he's feeling really down or when he's feeling really bad like that? What does he expect? So if you cannot touch him, if you cannot pity him, if you cannot show apathy towards him, you cannot sympathize with him, so what then can a wife do? What then can a wife do if I see that he's feeling bad? He's my husband. Now, the thing for the man is that when he's feeling bad, the best thing he's expecting from you is to bring practical help. Bring practical help. If you cannot bring practical help, get out of here. Bring practical help. Bring practical help. Bring practical help. So if you cannot bring practical help, I don't want to see you right now. That is the attitude of a typical man. So what does that mean? Let's say he's having a headache, or let's say he's feeling sick, or he's having cold. Then go ahead and bring solution. Go and bring some tablets for him, some tablets. Go ahead and bring some medicine for him, some medical, or bring a doctor, or bring some practical solution. He just wants that problem to go. He just wants a solution to that situation. He just wants that problem to go. He wants that problem to go. That's what he wants. Yeah, so bring him some solution that will help him to elevate the pressure that he's feeling right now. Now, the next thing is, let's take another situation. Let's say he's facing problem with his work. Okay, and you are saying, oh, what can I do? Let's say you come and say, you know what? I know somebody who knows that man that you are dealing with, that man that you want to sign contract with. Oh, you need connection with that person? Oh, he's my old friend. Or he's my school. Oh, he will say, please go. Please go right now. Please go, please. Yeah, yes, please. Please go talk to him. Yes, please. He's the one I need. He's my cousin. He's my uncle. Is he your uncle? Thank God. Hallelujah. All his problem will be gone. Or if it's a financial problem and you say, okay, you need 50,000? You know, I have 100,000 here. I have 100,000 here. And I can give you that 50,000 for you to resolve the situation before you have it. When you have it, you can bring it. Oh, my wife, I so much love you. You see, that's why I married you. I always do. You are the right husband. You are the right wife for me. You are the right man for me. You are the right wife for me. You are the right wife for me. You know, I love you. You know, you are just, oh, my wife, princess, I just love you. You will see a very happy man. A very satisfied man. He will be very happy. He will be in the seventh heaven. So just to cool him down emotionally, and sympathy and empathy and all that. You know, it's not the thing that the man needs right there. He needs practical solutions. So don't treat a man the way you would treat a woman. Don't treat a man the way you treat a woman. Don't treat a man the way you treat yourself or the way you treat a woman. So now that I'm talking mainly to ladies. So, you know, of course, men should be learning from this also to know how to treat a woman. Because in the case of a woman, before the solution, you must bring emotional relief. You need to bring emotional relief to her before you talk of resolving the problem that she's having. She needs to be emotionally supported first. That is our own priority. She needs to be uplifted up emotionally, and she needed to get that understanding first before you begin to to bring the solution, the practical solution. In the case of a woman, actually, she might actually have the answer. She might know what to do, but she needs that understanding, that tenderness, that cuddling, that caressing, that embrace, that touch, that love, that covering, that understanding. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's take another situation, okay? Are you ready? Let's take another situation. We've got to think of a common situation, a common example. Let's say your husband comes back tired from work. What do you do? Let me ask the ladies this one. Let's say your husband comes back tired from work. What do you do? As a woman, as a wife, what will you do to your husband when he comes back home tired from work? Okay, let's start resolving the situation. By the way, if you have not yet shared this link, I think you better go and share it right now. This might help a lot of ladies. This message might help a lot of ladies. So let's go ahead and share the message, please. If you have not yet shared the message, it might be about time. Okay, Maria Makajola said, let him relax and leave him for a while. Okay. Now, Maria, you must have been listening to me for some time. But that is not all. That is not all you do. But you've been listening to me for some time. Christina Lampe, let him rest. Okay. Nena, give him a hug. Okay, well, thank God Emerson said, as an Igbo man, the food, Okay. You are giving some not bad answers, but let's see. Now let's start with the let's start with the woman. When a woman comes back from work tired, what is she expecting a man to do, right? So we will start with ourselves. Since I'm talking to a woman, since I'm talking to women this week, so let's start with the woman. All right. So a woman is coming back from work tired, not just when it's coming, because some people are saying, give him a hug. Well, that is what you do normally. So I'm not saying when it just comes back from work, but when it's back from work tired. So let's say when a woman comes back from work tired, what do you do to her? What does she expect? The thing, when a woman comes back from work tired, the man is answering here. Kiss her, cuddle her, and hug her. Yeah, but that will not solve all our problems. So when a woman comes back from work tired, she needs to unwind. She needs to, Sylvia is saying it. She's a lady here. She said, give me space to unwind. Great. That is the response of a woman right there. When a woman comes back tired from work, she needs to unwind. Now, give me space and let me unwind. That is a good answer, but that is not the only thing a woman wants. One of the best ways for you to help her unwind, one of the best ways for her to unwind is to ask her, how was her day? Ask her how was her day and let her talk out. Let her speak out the pressure. All the pressure that had accumulated and that have rested on her for the day. Adaora Emeleze, yeah, she is right. She said, talk to her. Brilliant. That is a lady right there. That is a lady. That is the best way a lady feels like she needs to unload and unwind. So she needs to talk. She needs to... you need to ask her how was her day. And then she'll be, but don't just ask her how was her day and take off. That's what men do normally. How was your day? Oh, welcome. And he takes her to his television. No. When she comes back from work tired, that is not the time for you to go to your television. Please, I beg you now. Don't do that to her. Please, don't do that to her. When you know that she just comes back from work, give her space. And one of these ways to give her that space is to let her have the whole space. Let her have the whole atmosphere, the whole ambience. And tell her, tell me how was your day? Tell me. So what was it? What happened? She will begin to unload on you like crazy. She will begin to unload on you all the things that they said, and the man said this, and the lady said this, and the called, I was so angry, and all that. Whoa. And you must be there and say, Don't try to give her answer. Don't try to stop her to give her solution. Please, I beg you. At that point, don't stop her. Please, don't interfere. Dare not interfere. Dare not stop her. Don't even try to stop her. Just be saying, you mean it? Yes? Wow. Ooh, wow. You mean it? True? How? Ooh. Help her do things. Respond. Respond in such a way that will make her to talk more, to want to talk more and more. Just be giving her encouragement. And let her speak more. Just play to the gallery, in short. Just play to the gallery. Yes, pretend to be like that is the most interesting thing you ever listened to. And, treat her with softness and understanding and support her and be there for her, respond very well. So let her unload some of that 20,000 words on you. But when it comes to the man, and that is what the mistake wives make. I'm so sorry, ladies. That is the mistake that women always make. Their husband come from work and they think, okay, I must now support him. Oh, he's tired from work. Okay, let me now be asking him. So how was work? How was work now? So what happened? And then the women are surprised. Why is he not talking? I'm expecting her to talk. Why is she not talking? And she's expecting him to talk. And he's not even in the mood to talk at all. He's just not there. So he's not in the mood to talk. So what do you do then? What do you do to a man who is tired coming from work? Okay. He also needs to unwind, but he unwinds in a different way. So how does a man unwind when he comes from work? He wants to come back from work and just lie down on the couch. Maybe if you have a couch in your house, inside on one of the chairs, he just wants to lie down there. Maybe eat first, but if he's really tired, maybe eating might not be the first thing he wants to do. But men would like to eat anyway if there is food. So he might just eat out of culture or out of tradition. Okay, after he eats, he just wants to go and lie somewhere, just unwind, either with the television playing, or with his internet, or in his computer, or just lying somewhere, or looking at something, or wearing something. But he just needs less distraction, as less distraction as possible. That's not the time he wants to talk. That's not the time he wants to sit down with the wife and begin to talk. Maybe most of the time, he might just want to go and sleep. He just wants to go and sleep and lie down on the bed and sleep. And or if there is football, yes. Or if there is something on the TV that he might want to watch that. But if he wants to watch football or TV, he's not too tired. But when he's really tired, he wants to go and really lie down somewhere. The TV might be playing, but it might not be too much into it. But he might just want to go and lie down somewhere, either in the room or in the bedroom to sleep, to get a nap, or to just sleep on the couch or lie down there and just rewind. Yeah, so maybe news. Yeah, he might want to go and get and just maybe watch television, follow up on the news and things like that. So women, that's painful for the women because most women at that time, they are waiting for him to come back from work and they are expecting him to come and talk to them. Maybe she's been at home the whole day and maybe she's been thinking, okay, he will come and we'll talk. But that is exactly the time he doesn't want to talk. Yeah, he wants to go and just lie down and just, be on his own and nobody distracting him and give him the remote control and he'll just be playing out. He's not watching that TV, but he's just playing with the remote control and he's just swooshing the channels and up and down. So he's not really watching or internet or iPad or something like that. But it's just for the pictures to change. It just needs the dynamics. It just needs the pictures to be changing, the movement. The movements, they work for him like color and changes. A man likes that. Needs that for his mind. And it helps his mind to unwind. Okay, I think we got that one as well. So what's the next point? What's the next situation that we normally come across in families that might be a good one for you that I could use to give you illustration? What's the difference between men and women? Okay, what happens when a man wants to spend time with his children? So how do you expect a man to spend time with his children? Normally, when women are with their children, the women, for some reason, want to give out instructions. The women are always busy correcting something or the other. So sometimes the wives and women expect their husbands to always also be correcting something or the other each time they are with the children. They expect the father to always be correcting something, be saying something to correct. But you see your child there now. Why don't you correct him? Why can you be sitting down there or lying down there and the baby is doing this and you are not doing anything? You are not saying anything. You are supposed to correct him. You are supposed to talk to him. But the man is not like that. That is another difference between men and women. The woman wants to always correct. The woman always want to, give us some instructions or the other. The woman always want to tell the child what the child is supposed to do. Have you done your homework? Don't do this or don't do that. I told you that. Or who did I tell? And a woman always want to talk, always want to correct the child. But the man, unfortunately, even though that's what the wife wants, even though that's what the woman wants, but he's not a woman, he's a man. So what does the man do with the children when he's with the children? Number one, he just wants to play. Especially when the children are small or young. He just wants to play around with the children, or he wants to give them maximum freedom, or he wants to go out with them and just do something silly with them. If the man just wants to play around with the children or do something foolish, something silly, or, and just joke around with them, play around with them, or give them all the freedom they want. For him, giving them that freedom is a way of, loving them. Is one of his ways of loving them. Is one of his ways of loving them. So you see the difference? Wow. Yeah, he might be jumping on the couch with them, and yes. Okay, Nkiru said, my husband just came in with the kids. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He wants to take them to McDonald's, or he wants to take them out somewhere, or he wants to buy something for them, or he wants to, do something like that. But the women are saying, but why don't you discipline them? Why don't you do this? The men just want to relax and bond with the children rather than be correcting them and punishing them. And the reason for that is because, the husband knows that he's not been there as much as he would have liked to. The husband knows that he's not been there as much as he would have liked to. And he knows that he needs to compensate the children for that. So one of his own way of compensating the children for not having been there as much as he would have liked to is just to give them that freedom and to make them enjoy his presence one way or the other, to just make them enjoy some liberty with him and some playful moments with him. And that's why he gives them all that time to just play around and all that. Okay, so what is the other? Let's look at another situation, another case study of how women should not respond to their husbands the same way they will respond to themselves, or they will expect themselves to respond, or the way they will respond to other women. So you see, the topic of this message today is don't respond to your husband the way you will respond to another woman. Don't respond to your husband the way you will respond to yourself, or you will expect yourself to respond, or the way you will expect, the way you will respond to other ladies, because your husband is not a woman, and his reactions will be different, and so your expectations must be upgraded or modified. Your expectations have to be modified to fit in with the way a man is, with the nature and the demands of a man. So next one, let's talk about the next issue that always happens in the family. And that I think let's talk about finances. How does a man expects the wife to respond when they have financial crisis. Not how he expects the wife to respond to him, but how does a man respond when they have financial crisis in the family? So the woman needs to know, you as the wife, you need to know how a man, a normal man, or I'm not talking about some failures or some losers, I'm talking about normal man, all right? How does a man respond when he has financial difficulties and financial issues in the family? Now, let's start with the woman as usual, right? When there is financial problem in the family, for the woman, that is a whole big problem. When there is problem in the family, no money, when there is no money and there are financial issues in the family, for the woman, that begins to bring panic to her. That begins to bring maybe hysteria to her. That begins to bring some fear, some concerns, some unsettlement to her. And not to have money, and she sees that there is no money, there is no job, there is no money, no money to fall back on, no money. She begins to really get worried, and because she knows that the children have to be taken care of. She knows that she has to be, her needs have to be met, the needs of her her family has to be met. So her emotions begin to take the better part of her. So the woman enters into the panic mood when there is no money or when there is financial problem in the family. And men are supposed to understand this, because money is the same as security for the woman. So I want every man that is here today to understand that this is just the normal response of any woman. And it doesn't matter if it's your wife or it is your sister, or if it's and it doesn't matter if it is Anne that you married, or it's Anna that you married, or it is Stella that you married, or it is Esther that you married. It doesn't matter which lady you marry. If she's having financial problem and she's not seeing any way to come out of it, that is panic attack right there. Panic attack, because that is bringing her to a feeling of insecurity. She's feeling that she's not secured, and she's expecting the husband to act fast and begin to do something about it. She's expecting the husband to respond. She's expecting the husband or the man in her life to do something about it fast. She's expecting the man or the whoever man who she has in her life to stand up at all in that kind of situation, and to really show forth himself as a real man, and that will come with some solutions, with some real concrete. Now, in this situation is when she needs solution. She doesn't just need comfort now. This is not an emotional thing alone. This is now a security issue. So this time she needs concrete answer, concrete solution. And that's why women, when they see that the man is not doing anything, or there is no man for them, that's why they will go even to the extent. Some women will go to the extent of having boyfriend or lover or what do you call it, or even prostitution, because that is a matter of security for her. Now, I normally say that women are not promiscuous. That is not their nature. If she's sleeping around or she's having men, boyfriend, and things like that, it's normally not for gain. But when she's pushed to the wall like this, and there's no money, there's no way to find nobody around, she's left with no option, especially when there are men there that are paying attention to her. So a woman will only be promiscuous only when she's totally abandoned and pushed to it, when she's pushed to it. And there are some people who will always say, they blame the prostitutes and say that, oh, how could she do that? How could she do that? Well, I would say never say never. Never say never. Leave her alone. If you've never been to a place where a girl or a woman or even a man has been to, if you've never been to where somebody else has been to, don't blame them, please. I beg you. You don't know what has happened, and you don't know what she has gone through or what she's going through. You don't know what led her to it. Just leave it. Leave it. And if she's a Christian woman, you might not know, but a lot of Christian women have been, forced into maybe not prostitution, but into some unkind situation. But we cannot blame people, just leave them. But, like I said, it's a very bad situation. So for husbands who are here and for men who are here, please don't ever let your woman or your sister or your mother or your wife, you have to just be there for her and make sure that you step out and you let her know that you are doing your best, to resolve that situation, because she needs that security. Any woman needs that security, okay? All right, so, but in the case of a man, how does a real man respond when he finds himself in a situation like that, when there is no money in the family, when there is no money? So how does a normal man respond? How does a normal man respond? If he's a healthy man, if he's normal man, if he's not a loser, right? If he's not an alcoholic or something. If he's a loser, right? If he's an alcoholic or something, he goes into depression and goes and just lies down on the bed and watch TV, okay? But those are the losers, all right? It's very sad, but that's not a real man, okay? That's the way failures respond. And unfortunately, men, things could happen. So, or some of them just go, if they don't, there's no money, they go and, they just go and be having girlfriends and be cheating or be sleeping all around and be having girls that will support them. Unfortunately, some men do that. Or some men will just go and, and if they're not Christians, especially with with white Europeans, they just go and be drinking. They just go and they don't have money, but they will have money for drink. Or they find friends who get them money to drink. They just begin to drink about pub and nightclubs and things like that. Even that's when they don't have money. That's when can you imagine? That's when they don't have money and they have money to drink or to go to nightclub. Unfortunately. So, but what does a normal man do when he's having financial challenge? A normal man at that point, begins to act like a wounded lion. A normal man begins to have some goals, some agenda, some very serious agenda goals. He begins to put new goals before himself. He begins to put new agendas, new plans ahead. He begins to look for ways and having relationships with friends. It goes from morning to night. He begins to look for ways out of that situation. He begins to have new plans, new vision, new solutions. That is the way a real man is supposed to behave. That's the way a real man is supposed to behave. It begins to act like a wounded lion. It begins to go and search and walk and have friends. You can go the whole day. He's building relationship. He's building friendship. He's building plans. He's having dreams. He's starting one project upon the other and one project upon the other. He's starting new projects all the time. That is the way a real man behaves. That's where, and you should understand him at that point, and you let him go. Let him go for it. Let him go and explore. Let him go and and find himself. Let him go and discover himself. Let him go and on adventure. It goes on adventure, and a good wife will allow the husband to do that. Now, next thing that I think, next situation that I think I should talk to you about, how a man responds differently from a woman. Let's talk about planning, especially planning about the future, planning, dreaming. Let's talk about saying, okay, you are a family and you want to plan your future together, or you have a dream, you are thinking of your dream and plans and planning for the future, planning for your dreams. By the way, if you have not yet shared this link, please, share this message. I think you need to go and share it, because you might need to listen to it more than once. I think this is a message that we all need, especially the ladies, even the men, we need to listen to more than once. Now, when it comes to vision and planning for the future, how does a woman respond to that? Planning about their dreams, and I think, unfortunately, men do better than women in this. Because when it comes to planning the future, or planning for the family, planning the future, normally the woman gets caught up, just dreaming, nothing concrete, just dreaming about everything that they're going to have, how nice things are going to become. The woman goes into the dream mood and into the romantic mood. Most women, maybe not all women, but most women want to be romantic about it. They want to, planning for the future is about, how much comfort that will bring them. I mean, the whole family, not just them. How much nice the family will be, how much secure the family will be, how much protected the family will be, how much provided for the family will be. She's seeing the colors. She's seeing colors in that sense. She's seeing the bright colors, the great life that is awaiting them, the great, wonderful life, the great dreams. She can dream big in that sense. She can dream big, and she's seeing all the pictures and all the images, but not really concrete, systematic, logical structure that is built on a system. Not necessarily. It's more like Alice in Wonderland dreams, kind of. So, but the men do better in this sense. The men do better. So the men are not just Wonderland people. But when they hear the women talking about all their colorful dreams and the wonderful things, sometimes it gets them irritated. They just, okay, concretely, how do we do that? Now, how do you plan to do it? The man is more interested in how we are going to get there, how it's going to happen. Not just Alice in Wonderland now, but how, what is going to be done? When do we get there? How do we get there? What are the steps to be taken? So the man is more interested in concrete figures, in concrete dates, in concrete numbers, in concrete steps, in concrete action, in concrete job description, and he wants to really see the date, the step-by-step realization of that dream and of that future, which is much more pragmatic. So men are much more pragmatic in that sense. They want to build a system. They want to come with concrete figures, with concrete facts, with concrete proofs. They want the goals to be very clear and very certain. Yeah. Okay, so let me see if I could still give you one more before we go. Let me see if I could still give you one more. Okay, what about if you people just want to rest? What happens when a man just wants to rest? Who just wants to rest, not when he comes back tired. You remember I spoke about when he comes back tired from work, but not when he comes back tired from work, right? That's not what I'm talking about now. But when he just wants to rest, like a man says, I'm resting, or I want to rest. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It's interesting for the woman to know what that means. What does that mean that I want to rest? What does that mean that the man wants to rest? Now, for the woman, when she feels like resting, again, that's like come to cuddle, or she wants to relax. She needs something romantic. She wants to be at home and just maybe make home and, she wants to just be in a very loving, relaxing, romantic atmosphere. She wants to be loved at that time. She wants to be cuddled around that time. She wants to be caressed and, to just somebody to be around her and to just give her understanding, give her, let me tell the man this. When your woman or your wife wants to rest, she feels she wants to rest and She just needs to rest. She's maybe tired, or she just wants to rest that day. You need to, love on her, but not that's not just enough. But also, when she wants to rest for her, it's a time for her to be remembering. She is unwinding, but she's remembering all our challenges, all our problems, and all our victories. Different. I think it happens different ways with the ladies. When sometimes she might want to rest when she just wants to be romantic, and she just wants to remember all the good things in her life and all the family God has blessed her with, her children God has blessed her with, and she just wants to be herself. She doesn't want to be a lady. She wants to take care of her body. She wants to do her makeup, hearing, whatever, beauty work. She wants to really relax and really take care of herself. That is the positive rest. That is the positive one part of it. But there are two things with the ladies. But another time when she wants to rest, she might want to rest in the sense that she's already overwhelmed with so many negative things. So when she's resting like that, it means that she's having so many negative things all around her, and she's always thinking she's not doing makeup that time. She's remembering bad memories. She's remembering all the challenges they have in the family, all the things that are not working out, and all the challenges she's having. She's crying. She's resting like that. She's crying, and maybe she wants you to come around and tell her some good words and some words of support and some future plans, and that things are going to be good. And she wants to be cuddled and pitied and for you to be sympathetic with her situation and things like that. So that's the way a woman, those are the two ways she needs reassuring, the second one. So there are two responses. There are two ways a woman feels like she wants to rest. Yeah, she's feeling for herself and she really wants to rest from everything. She wants to rest from the children, from the husband, from all the problems, from all the housework. I'm feeling sorry for herself. And she's legitimate for a woman to feel like that. It's normal. So don't think that your wife is feeling sorry for herself, that is bad. No. That's one of the ways that she unwinds. That's one of the ways that she unwinds. So what does the man then do? What does the man do when he wants to rest? I've already told you, the man own is simple. Man's life is not complicated. When he wants to rest, one, he doesn't want to do anything at all. Either he wants us to lie down there. Two, either he wants to just lie down there, not do anything, or he just wants to lie down there at the internet and just get lost in the internet. Three, maybe he just wants to go and watch something, television, or movies or sports. You just want to, forget about all the challenges, problems, and just want to go into some movies and some action movies or television or something. But please don't ask him to do anything at home that time. Don't ask him to go out to come and help you wash the plates or take the dirt out or the garbage out and things like that. She is not in that mood right now. Or maybe when he wants to rest, he might want to just go out maybe with the children and just go out and unwind, or just go to the restaurant, or just go out with his friends. So those are the ways that a man might want to rest. Well, my time is over. Let me see what your thoughts are. If you have shared the link, it's okay. If you have not yet shared the link, please let's go ahead and share the link for this message and let me hear your thoughts. What are you thinking about this message today? I hope I've helped you. I hope I've been able to give you some help, as both men and women, by the way. I hope this has been helpful to the women, especially because I'm talking to the women this week, and I hope that has helped, and I hope it has helped the men as well, and I hope you'll be able to listen to this time and time again, and that it will improve your relationship. TY say, Dr. Adelaja, I've always wondered how a man can lie down and not be thinking of anything. Amazing. Ufoma said, when I want to rest, I just want to be by myself, away from the children and hobby, and just doing my own thing while lying on bed. Yeah. Paul said, thank you, Pastor. Okay. Yeah. Nkiru is saying, petted proper, that could cause resurrection. Adetoye She Adewale say, talk more and watch less television, right? Television kills conversation, right? That's another one right there. Oluwa Tokpe Sheung says, when a lady needs to rest, she could be asking for a cuddle or an emotional relaxation. Well, yeah, she might not be asking for it. She expects you to bring it by yourself. Fumi Jeboda said, well noted, sir. Thanks for all the vital points. Gladys says, very helpful, sir, to us women especially. Okay. Omonika said, Pastor Sunday, thanks so much for this teaching. God bless you, sir. Chigo said, my brain works 24 hours even while I'm sleeping. Rest for me is going over everything all over again. Yeah, that's what I say. And both negative and positive, right? Paul says, ladies, don't wait for your man to pamper you. There are spas, salons, and outlets out there. Yeah. Abisola said, thank you, Pastor. Thank you. Esther Kuganja, a very informative message. Help me to see how not to misfire. That's a good one. Help me to see how not to misfire, thinking you are helping, why actually you are making things worse for the person. Yeah, that's the way life is sometimes. Ufoma said, thank you, Pastor. Learned a lot today. God bless and multiply His grace and favor upon you. Thank you. Shiga, Pearl is not this. Okay. T.Y. Aha, Nikki to resurrection. Okay, that's Nikki. Mike Ken Freeze. Thanks for a very interesting teaching, Pastor. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, it's been nice to be with you, everybody. And thank you for your time. I will be back tomorrow. Princess Juliet said, you are the best teacher, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. Gladys, thank you, sir, for another great and helpful evening, sir. You are blessed, great man of God. Thank you. T.Y., thank you so much, Dr. Adelaja. You are so loaded. We learn new things every day. Shigo, always an eye-opener from these classes. You are arming us all. Elizabeth, I now say, Pastor, the thing is men treat women the way the man would like to be treated. Yeah, unfortunately, because they themselves don't know too. And the woman treats the man the way she would like to be treated. This teaching is very beneficial as it helps to unravel the hidden secrets. Yeah. And that's why, thank God we're here. Stella said, Dr. Adelaja, so much I have learned from this teaching. Sloth Finn, thank you, Pastor. Gift Amos, thanks you, my mentor. I have learned a lot from this message. I will watch this again. I have become flesh on me and other women out there. Idera and Wafo, thank you, sir. Lola Shoronke, thank you, Pastor Sunday. We know we already have the victory in this situation. That's why we still give thanks to God, knowing that God is faithful at all times. God is indeed your strength. Your entire family has found favor in God. Nikki Christian, thanks, Pastor Sunday, for another word of wisdom to be great and wonderful wife. We should always be for our husband and to be quiet and to always to talk when we should. Paul said, thank you, sir, for all these timely teachings. Oluwatope, blessings on all, best regards. Rosemont said, we are becoming so smart. Doris, thank you, Pastor. You are appreciated, sir. Idera said, I have gained a lot from this teaching about myself and a man. Paul painful, I will wash again. Okay. Paul David. Okay, Pastor, please go and relax. You've had a long day. Yeah. Oluwatoyin, thank you for teaching us. We honor you. Victoria Adams, I repented and I will go and sin no more. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow morning. Monica said, Pastor Sunday, thanks so much for your teaching. Despite the fact that you are undergoing some challenges, you are damn too good. God will help you more because you are looking after his children. Thank you. TY, you make it so easy for us to understand each other, demystifying the alien syndrome about men. Thank you so much. Shigo, God bless you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Okay, Ruth mentioned I need to get in touch with Tatiana about the youth. Which Tatiana is that? You have to remind me. Write me to remind me about that. I will send you to her. Okay, see you people tomorrow. God bless. Thank you. Bye.